Hi, my name is Ben Zareen,
Okay.
and I was part of the Wells Precast studio this semester. Well, one of the coolest parts was that we actually got to go to the Wells Precast plant up in Valders, Wisconsin, and we got to see everything. And I guess like another great part about the studio is that we really got to dive deep into precast and learn about all the different connections and like how to make our designs a system which could be made with precast. So it was all about learning about precast, learning about light levels, and it was a lot of fun. So I guess like I didn't realize that concrete could be site cast, it could be precast, and I didn't know that much about like how all the reinforcing works and how the pieces connect to each other. So it was interesting for me to learn about how most precast systems are simply supported structures, and that you never have precast bearing on precast. You have sort of an intermediate sort of bearing pad or things like that. So it was, learned a lot.
My name is Gordy Getz, and my partner is Eric Nosfinger, and we're from UWM, the architecture school, and we've made ourselves a perforated doubly curved arch beam, essentially. Actually making this model and learning the failures and the strengths of concrete, and kind of perfecting our craft. So making this model is by far my favorite part.
Okay, so some of that hands-on.
Yeah, the hands-on
learning.
process and actually pouring the concrete and forming it, and you really get to understand the characteristics of a model.
Yeah, are you a grad student?
Yes, I'm in my final year at grad school. I've got one more semester after this.
What are you going to do after school?
Try and find a job somewhere out there, trying to do commercial architecture.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
I'm Corwin Hofling. I'm an architectural student from the University of Wisconsin Milwaukee. Probably the physical portion where I was casting these concrete pieces out of a concrete mix. I can't remember if it was rockite or cementol. I think it was cementol. Yeah.
And did you go out and visit the plant as well?
Yes, we did visit the plant. It was extremely insightful. Seeing all those pieces, it kind of gave us a huge sense of scale of these pieces, how big they can get and what they can actually do in a building and building construction. It was absolutely fascinating. Seeing that giant warehouse where it was just printing down the entire line and seeing guys cut them up behind it, it was mind-blowing.
How was it working with Clinton and the other engineers at Wells?
Really helpful. I don't think we worked with them as much as we had hoped, but every piece of advice that they gave us was extremely insightful and helped us tremendously.
Hi, I'm Carly Farrell. I'm a 3-year grad student.
I'm Abby Platts, 3-year grad student.
I'm Michael Major, 3-year grad student.
It was so freeing to have the studio be funded because we were given the freedom to really try out a bunch of things and make mistakes and learn from them. When we did the actual casting and molding process, it was very enriching in the fact that we saw just how precarious some of our panels and pieces would be to cast on a larger scale and to deal with on a larger scale. It was a level of knowledge that I didn't expect to get out of the studio initially.
I think too, there is a lot of, you can see on the table here, we have so many iterations that we were just able to pump out. Normally everybody in the school talks about iterate, but it's all digital. We usually don't do it by hand, and we definitely don't cast in rockite, for example, and so it was really nice to be able to have the ability to say, I have this idea, okay, let's do it.
Want to add anything else?
Yeah, I think they summed it up great. It was yes, exactly.
Okay.
We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
In order to get our spans, we CNC MDF to fit the mold that we wanted, and then put it in, sewn it with a box, which then allowed us to pour concrete in, and then these spacers allowed us to pour numerous spans at one time, which is kind of something we saw like with the double T's and those long beds at Wells when we toured there. Also with our walls for our model, we have these beds that have different combinations or sets of wall sizes, which are interchangeable. So if we need an A wall, we get an A wall. If we need a B wall, we get a B wall. So yeah, that was also something that we saw at Wells that we decided to incorporate in our actual project, in our model.
That's cool. What was your favorite part of the semester?
Favorite part of the semester, I liked visiting Wells. I thought it was really cool, like seeing it all like real life, like full scale. That really helped us think about our model and like how we wanted to design it and how it was going to be built. I don't know. I like designing and building all the models and stuff like that. So that was probably my favorite part.
What was your favorite part of the semester?
I think my favorite part was using actual real life techniques on how we built it, and then using it in a smaller scale version and creating different iterations with the models, and just learning so much about what we can do with only 2 pieces or 3 pieces. And yeah.